It's senior day here at Tufts University, and although there are no fans in the stands here at Bellow Field, it's still a great honor to see these excellent players who have dedicated so much to the program honored before today's exciting non-conference contest. Tufts ranked third in the country versus Conn College, and we will send it live to the ceremony on the field where the seniors of Tufts University will be honored.
Tufts University Women's Lacrosse Program. We'd like to take a few moments prior to the start of the game to recognize our 8 members of the class of 2021. Let's meet our seniors. Kat Reed. Kat is our manager from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and is studying international relations. She hopes to move to Paris and go to culinary school post-graduation. Kat is joined by junior Ananda Kao. Kat embodies the spirit of Tufts lacrosse. She is consistently giving left and right to her teammates and supports them constantly. She is always the first to put a smile on anyone's face. Kat always does the little things, which makes our team better every day. Her attention to detail and bright energy make Kat the ultimate teammate and leader. Congratulations, Kat. Our next senior is number 1, Kate Mayjoy. Kate is an attacker from Syosset, New York, studying biopsychology. After graduation, she hopes to work in the architecture industry. She is joined by junior May Bryant. Kate consistently brings intensity every day to practice. From the start of her freshman year to now, she pushes herself and her teammates to be better. One thing that her teammates admire about Kate is her resilience. No matter what life throws at her, Kate is always strong for herself and her teammates. She also happens to be a very good team DJ, which we are all very thankful for. Congratulations, Kate. Our next senior is number 3, Lindsay Erickson. Lindsay is a defender from Berwyn, Pennsylvania. She is studying psychology and will be working for a public relations firm in Philadelphia after graduation. She is joined by junior Madison Lehan. Lindsay is the leader of the Tufts defensive unit. She consistently does the little things and goes above and beyond to help her teammates. She is quick to laugh and loves to spend time with her teammates to get to know them better. Lindsay's leadership has helped define the Tufts defensive unit. Congratulations, Lindsay. Our next senior is number 8, Emily Gaines. Emily is an attacker from Wayne, Pennsylvania, studying international relations. After graduation, she's hoping to work in media production. She is joined by junior Colette Smith. Taking her extra year of eligibility this spring, Emily is always striving to be her best. She's the ultimate critical thinker and always is questioning ways to achieve successful outcomes for her team. She quietly puts in the extra time to work on areas of her game and is quick to ask questions and learn more about her teammates. Congratulations, Emily. Our next senior is number 14, Kristen Grzuski. Kristen is an attacker from Wayland, Massachusetts, studying biochemistry. After graduation, Kristen will be doing research at a biotech company in Cambridge. She is joined by junior Anna Clark. Kristen is the vocal leader of the 2021 class. She's always the first to cheer people on and always there to run alongside her teammates when they need support. She always pushes herself to the limit and her teammates can always count on her to go 100%. Her present attitude makes her a great player and teammate. To Kirsten, the team and her relationships have always come first. Congratulations, Kirsten. Our next senior is number 17, Catherine Wallace. Catherine is an attacker from Portland, Oregon, studying psychology. After graduation, she hopes to get a master's in clinical psychology. She is joined by junior Molly LaLiberte. Catherine is an intense competitor who is always seeking to improve her game. Her teammates can always count on her to be 100% focused in practice and in games. She consistently puts in extra time to improve areas of her game to become a more versatile player. Catherine's love of the game makes the people around her better, which allows the team to work together to be the best they can be. Congratulations, Catherine. Our next senior is number 18, Claire Wright. Claire is an attacker from Denver, Colorado. She's a civil engineer and will be pursuing a master's in civil engineering at Tufts this fall. She's joined by junior Colette Smith. Claire's work ethic pushes herself and her teammates to get better. Whether in practice or a game, Claire is always the first person to implement new techniques into her game when asked to do so. She's always quick to smile and always wants to know what her teammates are doing. Because her focus is on her teammates, Claire's leadership is seen on and off the field. Congratulations, Claire. Our next senior is number 22, Emma Tomlinson. Emma is a defender from Connecticut, Illinois, studying biology. After graduation, Emma will be applying to medical school. She is joined by junior Catherine Delaney. Emma's positive attitude is contagious. She consistently focuses on the brighter things in life. Her positive mindset has now become a staple of the Tufts defense. Emma constantly wants to improve her game, and her attention to self-improvement pushes her teammates to get better as well. Her loud cheering and big smile are a daily reminder to the team that the most important thing to the program is the people and their friendships. Congratulations, Emma. The 2020 senior class has helped build the Tufts Lacrosse program. From competing in a NESCAC championship game to the NCAA Final Four, this class will continue to lead this team forward to achieve new heights for the program. Not only are they fierce competitors off the field, they are also involved in off-field extracurricular activities, from mortgage message to mental health awareness to tutoring with Harlem Lacrosse, and their relationship to team impact. The class of 2021 embodies the Tufts student-athlete lifestyle while also maintaining a 3.57 class cumulative grade point average. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Jenny,
The best
we're
is
going to
yet to
starting
come
lineup
for
right out
all
of the
of
break.
you.
We're going to do Tufts
Thank you
first,
for
then
leaving the
College.
program better than you found it.
Not right now.
I know.
Well, you just saw it there, folks. That is the senior ceremony concluded. A lot of great players there honored. Emily Games in particular, I like the media production stuff. You know, you got to shout out that Tufts women's lacrosse and Tufts men's lacrosse media production. They are consistently the best team in at Tufts when they're trying to promote themselves, or one of the best. I don't want to ruffle any feathers among the other coaches, but Joe, we're going to have ourselves an interesting game. You know, doesn't really matter for NESCAC standings as Tufts already defeated the College Camels back 2 weeks ago on the 3rd, but still an exciting game, and especially for these seniors. We'll go to the national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
Wow, a beautiful and much slower rendition of the national anthem than we're used to here at Bellow Field. We're not going to waste any time and get into the starting lineups for the Tufts University Jumbos. Headed, of course, by Coach Courtney Shute in her 8th year at Tufts. She has built a winner here at Bellow. Starting on the attack line are Emily Games, the senior, 5th year, Kirsten Krasuski, Catherine Lawless, and Kate Mayjoy, making her first start of the season. At midfield, we've got Anna Clark, Catherine Delaney, and Claire Wright making her first start of the season. And Lindsay Erickson, Becca Gable, Emma Tomlinson, Madison Lehan defend the goal, of course, headed by the standout Molly LaLiberty back in goal. And, you know, Joe, when we think about this Tufts team, this is a team that is fired on all cylinders, especially from the seniors.
Yeah, that's right. This senior class was part of the 2019 team that was the winningest team in program history. Went to the Final Four. In 2020, they looked to be doing the same, and now they're back here in 2021. Looking for another NESCAC championship.
Yeah, and now we're going to, of course, shout out that Conn College lacrosse team. You know, they have struggled historically in the NESCAC, have not won an in-conference game since 2016. It won't get the chance to do that here, as per NESCAC rules, only one game played against each NESCAC opponent is considered eligible. But we will get into their starting lineups starting right now. Of course, they are headed by Coach Lisa Vogley in her 4th season, still looking for that first in-division win. For the attack line, we've got senior Minnie Stavis, Kelly Wolin, Gianna Ferrara, Alyssa Peets, who is making, I believe, her first appearance for the Camels this year. And in the midline, we've got Caroline Barbieri, Maisie Loomis, and Emily Yorns. And heading up the defensive line, Abby Cronin, Elsa Smith, Abigail Gleason-Feldman, and Brooke McKenna, who is back for this game, did not play against Tufts 2 weeks ago. And, of course, the freshman in goal, Violet Nids, defending the pipe for the Camels.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to see these two teams match up in Tufts opener this season. Tufts took that game 17-5, and we are almost ready for the opening draw.
Yep. We've got Maisie Loomis there for the Camels. I believe that should be for Tufts, of course, Abby Cronin, and it looks like the Camels are going to start this one off. Running with it is Yorns, and now that's going to be a ground ball. And eventually picked up by the Jumbos, so a quick turnover there. Not what the Camels wanted to see. Subbing in right now is Caroline Barbieri for Tufts, and Kate Mayjoy back in for the Jumbos. And now Tufts is going to make it into the attacking third of the Camels and begin their offense, something the Camels did not have the chance to do when they won that opening faceoff. Catherine Lawless right now with the ball, and she is absolutely on fire this season. Good save there by Violet Nids. Shot coming from Emily Games, the historic senior here for the Jumbos.
Yeah, this looks like we've got a shooting space call on the drive-by Games. She'll have a good opportunity to open the scoring here.
Yeah, Games knows how to score, that's for sure. Games going to take the shot, and she scores! Emily Games, first goal of the game for her. Of course, has the Tufts record for goals in a season, and she gets one there.
Yeah, she's off to a little bit of a slow start compared to her previous seasons, that is. Still an excellent start by any player's standards. But for someone who had 62 goals in 2019, which set the program record, this is what we're expecting to see.
Yeah, of course, we're talking about offense. Got to talk Catherine Lawless, the NESCAC Player of the Week last week, was the Ilwaka, I think that's how you say that acronym, not sure. It's a weird one. Player of the Week 2 weeks ago, as another face-off won by Tufts, or by Conn College, but no, another ground ball. Conn College, 2 turnovers on their first 2 possessions.
Yeah, Tufts dominated the draw control against Connecticut College in their first matchup.
Now we see Anna Clark, and that's gonna be a shot and a score. A little dump off behind the back for Clark, and she gets on the board. The midfielder striking, making it 2-0.
An excellent job towing the crease there, staying out. Got good body position on our defender. Not much the goalie can do there.
All right, so we've got 2 goals in under 2 minutes. Kind of looks a little bit like that men's game we saw a week ago at Bello. But the Jumbos off to a good start so far. Of course, they defeated Conn College 17-5 2 weeks ago. Conn College also maybe a little rusty as well. They were supposed to play Bates last week, but that game was postponed due to the, I don't know if I'd call it a disaster, but it's definitely a tough situation with COVID up there in Maine for the Bobcats. And now, third face-off, let's see, and that one is won by Tufts, picked up, of course, by Kirsten Grzuski, the quarterback of the Jumbos. Running with it is Becca Gable. And now Games will get a chance to set up the Jumbo offense. Let's see if she tries to strike first. Looks like she's going to take the shot. Good save by Nids, though. Not a lot of power on that one from Games.
A little bit of contact out front. Looks like the refs are going to let them play. Good sportsmanship by Nids, helping Games up.
Yeah, Games is walking gingerly right now on the opposite side. She's not on our camera right now. That's going to be a stoppage of play, and Emily Yorns is going to take that. And now the Conn College Camels are going to get their first chance to set up their offense. They've had a slew of turnovers so far. Looks like Colette Smith is going to check in for Games as she walks over to the sideline. We'll see if she is okay. We'll try to provide you an update on that later on. The wind is whipping here at Bello. Good defending here by Clark. On Emily Yorns. Maisie Loomis. Tight defense by the Jumbos here. Minnie Stavis. The Jumbos are just pushing the Conn College Camels not even close to that 12-yard line right now. 12 feet line, excuse me. Shot and save there by La Liberty. Shot, of course, coming from Kelly Wolin.
That's a good save for La Liberty to make to open up the game. Not a tough shot to stop. Gives a lot of confidence to a goalie to make that first save.
And Mayjoy subs back in. It looks like she is coming on and off today in this one, and we're going to stop it here.
Looks like a foul. I believe Kirsten Grzuski is going to get a free position after the cross-check by Connecticut College.
All right, Kirsten Grzuski looking for her first goal of the day. She's going to get a shot, and that's saved by Nids, but picked up there by, I believe that's Claire Wright playing the backup. Losing the ball was Abby Cronin. And now Jumbos will retain possession here as Kirsten Grzuski has to pick it up behind the snow. Had a little bit of snow, I believe, yesterday. Strange sight here in April. And Grzuski's going to lose the ball there. Actually picked up back by the Jumbos. So Conn College not able to force the turnover. Oh, excuse me, number 10, Catherine Delaney. Looking at the wrong side of my score sheet. And now Cronin gets her first look with the ball. Did not start today. It is senior day, of course. And that's going to be wide of the net. Little pop by Claire Wright.
Yep, that's Colette Smith, number 33 for the Jumbos.
And now Clark. Now Grzuski. Going to try to dump it in, and that is right into the net of Nids, but we've got a referee call.
Yeah, it looks like a shooting space on the drive by Grzuski, or potentially a foul on the defender.
Yep.
But either way, she'll have her second free position opportunity of the day.
Grzuski gonna pass out and fires. Good save there by Nids again. She's been under a lot of duress so far. This Conn College line not able to push out the Jumbos like the Jumbos are doing to them.
Yeah, this has been a long possession. I think that's her third save on this possession.
And Lawless, good save again by Nids. She's been under fire. had a bit of a tough season, but great job there, especially saving it from the offensive leader for the Jumbos this season in Lawless.
Yeah, the freshman Nids not looking much like a freshman right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit too much body contact there from Catherine Delaney.
Yep, fans keep in mind that after 3 fouls on a single clear, it will be a green card administered to the defending team. There's the second.
Ooh, we might see a third, potentially. Now, of course, a bit different from men's lacrosse. If you joined us last week, green card is a 1-minute penalty, I believe, for the woman up.
That's right, and for more major fouls, a yellow card, 2-minute releasable penalty until you get 4 of them.
Conn College. That is Wolin right now. Good defensive stance by La Liberty in between the pipes.
Yeah, La Liberty has received a lot of praise from the media and the coaches. She was the 2021 preseason All-American pick by U.S. Lacrosse.
10 seconds left. Conn College has to take something, and that's going to be popped out and eventually picked up by, of course, Lindsay Erickson, the senior defender.
Here comes Tufts in transition. Coach Shute really pressed the point.
Lawless out to Colette Smith, and that's going to be a goal. Great assist by Lawless. She gets her first point of the day.
Yeah, that's just a great job in general. First by Erickson to pick up the ground ball, move it quickly. And like I was saying, Coach Courtney Shute really emphasized pushing in transition for the Jumbos today.
And of course, not to of course sell short the great work there by Colette Smith, called Coco by her coach. She is 63 points in 2019, so she is no slouch there in the attacking front for the Jumbos.
Yeah, she also scored 7 goals in a game against MIT last season in the shortened season, which is second on the all-time list for goals in a game, behind Emily Games, who is tied for the most in a game with 8.
Yeah, a lot of record setters here on this Jumbo team, and they are going to look to try to set some more here at Bello. Caroline Sapier now taking the face-off for the Jumbos.
Yeah, Connecticut College did a nice job controlling the first few draws. We'll
Looks
see
like
if Tufts can turn that around.
Madison Lehan eventually winds up with that ground ball, and Tufts again with this quick strike offense. Good job by Sapier to absorb the contact. And now Smith. Lawless. She's going to look, no. Pursued by 2 defenders. Good job by Smith. And out goes the ball. Good save by Nids again.
Yeah, she sure is playing well right now. It looks like Connecticut College is playing a bit of a zone defense and really looking to double the ball, especially when Lawless has it.
Yeah, of course. What a save by Nids. Colette Smith was right in her face. Speaking of Colette Smith, she's going to try to sneak it around the back, but good defense here by the Camels to collect. Oh, but in goes the outlet pass, and that is a goal. Emma Joyce, the freshman, makes it 4-0 for the Jumbos. Didn't see her cutting to the goal there, and Joyce makes them pay.
Yeah, it's great to see the freshmen getting in on the action. Connecticut College starts at least 3 of them. Tufts not as many.
We're going to see a timeout here for Connecticut College. The Jumbos are up 4-0, and Joe, based on these keys we were talking about before, the quick strike offense of the Jumbos, seems like they've been doing a lot of patient offense too.
Yeah, their offense has looked really good, but what's really impressed me so far has been the defensive end. They're playing a strong woman-to-woman defense, really applying a lot of on-ball pressure, and so far Connecticut College has not been able to get anything going on the offensive end.
Yeah, you could say that again. The assisting has been good for Tufts today. Of course, we saw that assist by Lawless. It's been a bit of a slow start on the assisting front for the Jumbos. I remember we were going through the stats. Only 9 of their 35 goals this season have been assisted.
Well, when you're winning games, And when you have players as good as Catherine Lawless, Colette Smith, and Emily Games on the offensive end, sometimes you don't need to pass. You can just beat your woman one-on-one and score. But yeah, here they're passing the ball well, moving it well, and it's showing up on the scoreboard so far.
Yeah, of course. And, I mean, right now you got to say if you're the Connecticut College Camels, this could get out of hand very quickly. The defense, that zone defense, has not been stopping the cut, and poor Violet Nids is just under assault right now.
Yeah, she's made a bunch of big saves, but Tufts has been able to recover on those, getting shot clock resets. So far, the possessions have been very long. Connecticut College has played a lot of defense. I like that timeout by Coach Vogley to give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, right now that ground ball disparity, 3 in favor of the Jumbos, 0 for Conn College. How do they begin to make that up?
Well, they've managed to win a couple draws, but I think they need to be more patient after winning the draw, bring it back around in the offensive end, try to hold on to possession, because they've turned it over quickly on 2 of the draws.
Sapir in there in the faceoff again against Loomis. And that's going to get popped back. It looks like the Jumbos should retain possession of this, and they do. Another ground ball picked up by Madison Lehan. Now, of course, the Jumbos pushing this pace. Lehan just gets by Minnie Stavis unimpeded almost.
Here's Sammy Rothstein into the game, number 24.
Yeah, she had a good game against Conn College back on the 3rd when they played.
She did, yeah, a number of draw controls and a free position goal.
Now Lawless, she's open, and she scores! Lawless falling down. Just no chance there for Violet Nids. They can't let her get into that zone.
Oh, unfortunately, it looks like it's being waved off.
Oh,
I believe
never
she may
mind.
have fallen into the crease after scoring. And while you can dive in the men's game, as we know, that is not allowed in the women's game.
So
And unfortunately, Lawless's goal is taken away.
Yeah, never mind. Goal off the board for the Jumbos, and now a ground ball finally picked up by the Conn College Camels. Maisie Loomis looks like she's got a bit of a good opportunity, but the Conn College Camels will reset and try to set up their offense instead.
Yeah, I like that decision to pull it out there. You know, while it was a decent opportunity in transition, Connecticut College has played a lot of defense so far, and their offense needs to be cognizant of that and give their defense some rest.
Now Yorns almost losing the ball. There is Abigail Gleason-Feldman. No, excuse me, not Gleason-Feldman. That is Haley Fahey, who is on for the Camels. She did not start this game, which we thought was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it looks like Connecticut College has been giving a lot of run to their freshmen, especially as 2 games into the season, maybe they're starting to see improvement from those young players.
Yeah, trying to, of course, build a young core is what Coach Lisa Vogley in her 4th season is trying to do. Had a very successful program back at her original college. Conn College now going to pass out.
This is just great defense by the Jumbos, really taking pride in their one-on-one matchups and winning them.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing them just get pushed out repeatedly against these lines. Great double team, and that is going to be a shot clock reset. Incredible defense from the Jumbos.
Oh, yeah, I don't even think there was a shot on that possession. Tufts does a great job to force the violation. Now a nice clearing pass by La Liberty.
Oh, that's going to be a turnover. Oh, I don't think so. I think they're going to give that to Tufts.
Yep, whistle blows on a dangerous check. Looks like Rothstein will get it back on the clear.
Now we're seeing Sapir. Jumbos have very deep lines. We're going to see a lot of players today for them. I believe in the preview to the season, it said that the Jumbos conceivably could run 3 lines out there. Sapir is going to miss wide, saved by Nids. So that's going to reset the shot clock for the Jumbos.
Yeah, that's another tough one. That one might have been going wide. Nids said better safe than sorry. Knocked it wide.
Yeah, with the assault she's been under today, I can understand why she'd go for that. But the Jumbos will take advantage of this opportunity. Lawless going to try. Good save again by Nids. And I believe, yes, it will stay with the Jumbos. It's a little close there on the backup. Conn College trying to devote 2 to Lawless, but that doesn't work. Claire Wright starting on senior day, and she makes it 5-0. That's got to feel good for her.
Yeah, she scored 13 goals in 2019 when they went to the Final Four. That's her second goal of the season. A nice feed on that one. Good cut, nice feed, right through the zone defense.
You get the start, you get the goal, and what a start Tufts is off to right now. 5-0 against the College Camels in this one. I mean, if you're College's defense, how do you stop this jumbo attack right now? Because it just seems they're getting so many free shots in front of the net, and Nids, I mean, she's trying her best out there. She's been doing a very good job.
Well, for me, I think it's all about communication, right? They're playing a bit of zone. They have to communicate well, pick up cutters, make sure that everyone's covered, because this Tufts offense is moving really well without the ball. And so far, that's how most of their goals are coming as we return to the draw circle now.
Yeah, how standard is that zone defense, would you say, in women's lacrosse?
It's a lot more common than in men's, that's for sure. Because of the different shooting space rules, it's not as easy to shoot from the outside in women's lacrosse.
Right, almost the cross pass to Grzuski, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover by the Jumbos. That was almost a really nice conversion there from, I believe it was Claire Wright.
Yeah, this Jumbos team likes to go fast, and we saw it there. You know, sometimes it leads to turnovers, but I'm sure Coach Chute will be okay with that one.
Dangerous check. Almost forcing a turnover is a new sub. Ananda Cowell started the first 2 games of this season. She has been phenomenal, the junior from Andover, Mass.
Yeah, Ananda Cow, she's a really strong on-ball defender in the midfield.
Now College with Yorns. Gonna get it into Loomis. Not gonna get that look. They're so good at getting those 2 defenders over. Good checking by Clark. She's been doing a really good job both ways so far in this game. Shot and score! Out of nowhere from the side of the net. Good score there. I believe that was Kelly Wolin, excuse me. Kelly Wolin with the first goal, and the Camels break their scoreless streak about almost 15 minutes into the game, I'd say.
Yeah, that's some nice individual effort by Wolin. You know, she bobbled the pass at first. Sometimes it takes a little bit of that. Her defender for the Jumbos overcommitted a little bit. Wolin was able to scoop it up and had a clear path to goal.
Excuse me, I mean, I think it's about 5 minutes in. A lot of time, you know, a lot more stoppages, I'd say, than in the men's game for sure.
Well, when the teams are scoring like this, we expect to be back here a lot at the draw circle.
So Loomis back in there. Not sure if that's Sapir. No, that's actually Catherine Delaney on the face-off, and Grzuski's going to pick it up. Just look at how the Jumbos run with pace here. Into Delaney, and that shot was just stuck in her stick. Didn't make it out properly.
Yeah, that was a good check from behind. Oh, and there's another one.
Great
Emily
check from
Games
Games.
causing the turnover there on the ride. And who else to pick up the ground ball but Grzuski again?
Yeah, Grzuski so far has 1 ground balls, and we get a call from the refs to, I believe, is that to reset the shot clock?
That's right, because for a moment there, Connecticut College had possession. Games checked it away. That means the shot clock should have reset.
Resetting it from 90 to 89. Bit of a specific reset, but, you know, gotta have that time right. Jumbo's gonna try to see if they don't want to use a lot of that. This is Mayjoy.
There's a good help by number 7 for
Excuse
Connecticut
me,
College.
Games. Now Mayjoy has it. Jumbo's doing a good job of disguising who has the ball right now. And into Mayjoy, saved by Nids.
Nids is playing really well to start the game. No nerves so far. And there's a good ground ball, first-time grounder from Connecticut College.
Yep,
number 22, Brooke McKenna.
Brooke McKenna starting this week, didn't start last week.
Yeah, they've used her well coming off the bench in the first 2 games.
And that is going to be a foul there. Barbieri now in, well, actually she's been in for a while. Seeing a bit more of her.
Yeah, Barbieri's been all over the field so far. She had nice help on that previous possession
Brooke
to stop
McKenna
a drive.
subs off in favor of Haley Fahey. And now Barbieri subbing off as well.
Yeah, Barbieri a little shaken up after the hard cross check for the foul on the ride.
Yeah, it's a good sub. There's some rest. And now the Jumbos are going to pick this up. Good ground ball by Anna Clark. Clark is running with it. Right now, Lawless in ahead. They're going to get it to her. 3-on-2 for the Jumbos right now and off the stick, and they're going to call a foul.
Can't quite tell what the call is. Could have been a shooting space, actually. I believe it will be. Yeah, it's a shooting space, and Lawless is going to get a free position opportunity. Oh, never mind. They're going to bring her back out to the 12-meter.
Jumbos were 1 for 3 on free positions today. Won't add to that stat here, but Lawless trying to add to her team-high 10 goals this season.
Yeah, she's really been an offensive leader for this Jumbos team so far. Here she is again behind the cage.
Yeah, defending now is Loomis, too. Good two-way action for her. Games, and good save by Nids again. You can't say enough about how the freshman has played today.
Yeah, she's stealing several in close that she's really not supposed to save. That's another good one. Getting her stick down low. Great reaction on that one.
Only 35%, or 39%, excuse me, before this game started was Nids' save percentage. She's, I believe, got that up over 500 now.
Yeah, well, Connecticut College has played two really strong opponents before this one, in Trinity and Tufts. So she's really, that number is not necessarily indicative of how well she's been playing.
And of course, Coach Vogele has got to be really happy with her performance so far today. And now firing. Good save by La Liberty, though. Just snatching it out of the air on that shot by Wolin.
A good cut by Wolin, good catch, but with the pressure on her hands from the defender, maybe we'd like to see her show a little more restraint, hold that ball, especially as their defense has played so much.
Now into the game for the Jumbos is Emma Joyce.
Yeah, she's already got a goal today, the freshman.
Passing it into Caroline Walter, sophomore from Cold Spring Harbor, New York. But here is Lawless. She's going to take a shot and save again by Nids. Incredible from the freshman.
Yeah, good defense by, I think it was Loomis and McKenna on Lawless. She couldn't get much on that shot.
Yeah, perhaps a bit more patience on that offensive approach. I mean, when a goalie's hot like Nids, right, you got to try out something different.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be how we saw Tufts score early on with off-ball movement and close-in shots. That's how they get past her. There's Fahey on for Connecticut College.
Yep, it seems like they've been subbing her in on offensive possessions only so far today. Loomis has it. She's actually played really well on both ends so far, I've thought.
Yeah, these middies have a lot of running to do, getting up and down the field.
Almost intercepted by Lehan there, and the shot is saved by La Liberty.
And here comes Tufts the other way.
Yeah, Lehan now almost getting the turnover before. She's going to pass it into Lawless. Lawless losing the ball, and ground ball is going to be picked up and recovered by
Becca Gable there, I think. And now a good pass in. And there's another goal for Joyce, 23, the freshman. Wow, that's 2 goals quickly.
Yeah, Emma Joyce striking quickly there. Good stuff by Caroline Walter to pick up the ground ball and make that possession work. So far, has 2 goals on the season, and that is, before this game, and now she's got 2 more.
Yeah, she scored 1 goal in each of Tufts' first 2 games. Getting a lot of time, the freshman. And there, she's doubled her goal total already in only the first quarter.
Yeah, from
first half, rather.
Townsend, Maryland.
Yeah, Towson a real hotbed for lacrosse.
Really?
Yeah, that Baltimore, Maryland area. Towson University historically has had some of the best men's and women's programs, as well as Johns Hopkins.
Yeah, I feel like Johns Hopkins is always like 1 or 2 when we're talking about D1 lacrosse, right?
Yeah, lately they've fallen off a little bit, but actually their women's team has looked quite good this year.
All right, now we have Stavis taking the face-offs. Going to be won by Walter at the end. Now into Joyce, excuse me. Games pursued, and that's going to be a check on Games. Refs aren't going to like that.
Yeah, it looks like she'll get a free position on the farthest out hash. So we'll see whether she opts to take this in or pass it out. I expect her to pass it out given the tight angle, but we'll see.
Games looks like she's going to try it herself, and she scores! Emily Games with her second goal of the day!
Wow. She did a really great job to beat Cronin to the inside there, switching the stick to her left hand. I was saying she might pass it out given the tight angle, but with a first step like that, why not take it?
Great stuff from Games there. She just sped past her defender, and now it is 7-1 Tufts.
Yeah, Cronin a little slow to react to the whistle there, allowing Games to get inside position. And once that happens, more likely than not, it's going to be a goal.
Claire Wright's going to sub off for the Jumbos. Walter back to the face-off X. We're going to see, I think, our first action for May Briotti, the junior from Ridgefield, Connecticut, at attack. Also, Colette Smith subbing on as well.
Yeah, it looks like Lawless is getting a little bit of a break as we return to the draw control circle.
And that ground ball is going to be batted around and eventually almost picked up by Joyce. Still going, and they're going to say that's a hard check on Conn College. Jumbos and Rothstein are going to pick it up.
Yeah, Jorn's applying a little too much pressure to Joyce's hands there, really hacking at her with the stick. It's a physical game, women's lacrosse, and not much protective equipment, so bruises galore.
You know, we were talking about this before with the lack of helmets, as Emily Games trying to take the shot but didn't have the ball in her stick. Good checks there. They're going to actually say that stays with the Jumbos.
Yeah, looks like a little too aggressive on the defensive end. Maybe a check directed at the head area. Not a yellow card, so it didn't make contact with her head, but she'll get it back behind the goal.
Yeah, don't think she'll be trying to go for that score again. Almost loses it. Into Krasuski. Nice pickup from her. And now the Jumbos are content to reset here. Good move by Rothstein. She's going to fire and score! Sammy Rothstein with the juke. Incredible stuff. 8-1 Jumbos.
Yeah, that's her second goal of the season. First one came on a free position against Connecticut College earlier this year. That was a nice move. Finished near post against Nids, who was caught creeping off a little bit because usually when shooters go down that right-handed alley, they'll pull it back to the left side. But there she does a nice job finishing high, top right corner, near side.
Yeah, Nids barely reacted to the shot. It was kind of interesting to see. And after a good run where she was saving everything in sight, the Jumbos have been pouring it on a little bit. Jumbos have 3 goals unanswered.
Yeah, something you might see here is number 5, Walter. She comes to the sideline to pick up a different stick to take the draw with. That's something you'll see often in women's lacrosse, is a special draw stick, which will then be swapped out for one to play with on the offensive or defensive end.
Megan Cunningham subbing off for the Camels. And that face-off is going to be won by the Camels, picked up by Jorns. And the Camels going to try to run with pace here, but eventually just take it behind the net. Jumbos were good to get back in position. Haley Fahey's going to sub on and try to receive that pass, and she does.
Good on-ball pressure by Becca Gable there.
Now Wolin. Defending by Rothstein, who just scored that goal on the other end.
Once again, really solid one-on-one matchups by Tufts.
I mean, there's not much to say here. The Jumbos are just applying great pressure. Good stick checks by Lehan.
Yeah, they're showing good discipline as well with the cross-check. Not too hard, but also not too soft. Just at the point of not drawing a foul.
Loomis almost losing the ball there, and they're going to say that's a foul on the Jumbos.
Looks like a shooting space as she turned to shoot. One of the Jumbo's defenders was caught in between her and the goal.
Now, is this a free position?
I believe it is on the furthest out hash.
That would be
Or
the
rather-
first for the Camels, and that's going to be way wide of the net. Not a great shot there.
Yeah, there we saw the Jumbos do a really good job of getting in fast off the whistle, getting a stick in front of Loomis's face
Yeah,
to
you
really disrupt the shot.
contrast that with how the Jumbos reacted on that or the Camels reacted on that game shot.
Indeed.
And now picked up there by Becca Gable, and she's going to get free reign to run here. Grzuski's just going to try to take it out. And now to Lehan. Jumbos looks like they have a good advantage here. You've got Briotti on the right side. Briotti, and she is going to be content to take this out now.
That's some really good play overall.
Emily Games losing the ball, getting it back. And now that's unfortunate for Games. Looks like she had a good shot at the net. Smith going to fire and save by Nids. Shot clock reset.
There's a nice hustle by Delaney to get to the ball. Give it back to Coco Smith.
Looks like we have Kate Mayjoy subbed on for the Jumbos. Briotti getting a lot of run in this late moments of the second half. Almost good shot there by Grzuski. Just missed the left side of the pipe.
Tufts is being pretty patient on this offense.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Really taking their time.
Down to 41 seconds on the shot clock here. Losing the ball there is Grzuski, almost picked up by Stavis. We're going to get a referee call here. New shot clock. Looks like a bad check.
Wow, I am not entirely sure what the call was there, but that's a killer for Connecticut College, man. They've played at least 60
Now
seconds
Jumbo's
of
taking
defense.
pace. Delaney, good save by Nids, and I think
They're going to call a foul there on the drive by Delaney. I believe a cross check it was as she got in tight, pushed into the crease. So that'll draw a free position over on the right-hand side.
Jumbo's 2 of 4 on free positions today. Delaney's got a good look. She's got the shot and a score for Catherine Delaney. First goal of the day for her, 9-1 Jumbos.
Yeah, that's a tough possession for Connecticut College because they had played well, defended well, and then they shot clock reset called by the refs.
Yeah, that was a killer. Do we have any idea what happened there?
Couldn't really tell. Perhaps they judged that Connecticut College had picked it up, lost it, therefore resulting in the possession clock reset. But it's quite hard to tell. Either way, that's a nice drive and finish by Delaney on the free position. She did a nice job to draw it, and then a similar move going in to finish.
Yeah, if we
Tucked
look,
it in near side.
if we look at the play-by-play data on the Tufts website, it looks like they called that foul that caused the shot clock reset on Minnie Stavis.
Perhaps a dangerous check then, trying to pick up the ground ball. Either way, we're back at the draw control circle. I think that's Colette Smith in there for Tufts.
Yeah, I believe
And
that's
Loomis again.
first face-off, excuse me, for her.
Tufts uses a variety of players in the center of the draw circle.
Yeah, it's the one thing I've seen about this Jumbo's team, both on the men's and the women's, is the versatility of the players. Oh, almost picked off by Lehan, but now it's going to leave the Jumbos out of position here. Good opportunity for the Camels, and great save by the Liberty off the left foot.
She did a great job getting down low there, reacting well to that shot.
Yeah, incredible save on the shot by Alyssa Peets. A little long on the pass in, and the Camels are going to get the ball with a new shot clock. But what a save by the Liberty. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen number 99, Lehan, jump out on a pass like that and not make the interception.
Well, I think we were talking to Coach Shute. She mentioned sort of that they want these turnovers, but want them in a safe way. That, I wouldn't say, is a safe kind of turnover.
Yeah, in the open, we highlighted team-focused risks on defense was something they mentioned to me over the week. And that one really left the team out to dry, so maybe a bad time to jump on the pass with no backup.
Good checking there, though, by Lehan. She's going to drive out Maisie Loomis all the way out.
Yeah, this Tufts defense is playing aggressively, playing well. There's a nice knockdown by number 3.
Lindsay Erickson. And going to retain possession are the Camels, but just barely.
Yeah, they've just been suffocating so far. The Jumbos really good in this woman-to-woman defense.
Coach is trying to call for Haley Fahey to slide in the back door.
Yeah, I think they're not too pleased with the off-ball movement because it seems like they're having a lot of trouble creating on-ball opportunities.
Turnover forced and picked up by Lehan here. Madison Lehan running with the ball all the way. They're going to try to sub on Elsa Smith, and she is going to get there before the full offense arrives, and I believe we have a ruling.
Yeah, a bit of an issue with the possession clock, I think.
It's the second time that's happened today.
Yeah, I think they failed to reset it on the pickup by Lehan there. A nice defensive play by Lehan.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of the pros and cons you get with an aggressive player like Lehan is, you know, you get those great checks, but you also get those moments where you leave the defense out.
Yeah, we see it a lot. You can't cause turnovers if you don't take risks. And that is something this Tufts defense does focus on.
Lawless almost losing the ball on a simple pass from Delaney. But now the Jumbos will keep it. And Delaney going to try to take a shot. No, she misses. Good check there by number 25 for the Conn College Camels. That's May Emerson, the sophomore.
Yeah, that was a really nice trail check. Safely done, away from the head. Clean contact on the ball to prevent what could have been an easy goal.
Almost into Clark. That ball is going to be picked up by Nids. I think they're going to say that was a dangerous check on Lawless.
Believe so. Yeah, that was a good defensive possession for Connecticut College. Hopefully that'll give them a little bit of confidence moving forward, as this first half is about 3 minutes left in it.
Now Abby Cronin. Running with it is Elsa Smith now.
Yeah, she's another one of these good freshmen for this Connecticut College team.
Haley Fahey waits on the sideline, and Smith checks out. They tap sticks, and now they go.
Yeah, let's look for Connecticut College to have some better off-ball movement this possession. That was something their coach had stressed.
That's a bad turnover by the Camels. Passing it out to La Liberty. She's going to fire it into Anna Clark. Clark is running. She's got a lot of options to choose from. Chooses Claire Wright. Back into Clark. Good ground ball there to score! Jumbos make it 10-1. Nice strike at the 8-foot circle.
Yeah, Lawless was able to scoop up that knockdown pass that was intended for Wright, or rather Clark.
Yep.
Scooped it up, no pressure on her. I'm sure that's a bit of a breakdown in communication from the Connecticut College defense. Can't be too happy with that one.
Surprisingly, it's taken almost the entire first half for Catherine Lawless to pick up her first goal. Had 5 in her first game, 5 in her second game. Gonna give her, I believe, 16 points on the season, far and away leading the Jumbos.
Yeah, she led them in 2020 as well, although only by 1 point. 15 points in 2020. Emily Games had 14. But yeah, they haven't needed her so far as much. They're moving the ball really well, getting key contributions from freshmen like Emma Joyce, 2 goals from Emily Games. And as we return to the draw control circle, Tufts firmly in control of this one.
Yeah, Nids has had a couple of good saves here on her. Right now, Nids' save percentage down to 44.4%.
She does have 8 saves, though. Impressive number, given the number of shots she's faced.
Yeah, 25 shots faced by Nids so far today. The Jumbos are just pouring it on. And now out to Delaney. I feel like Delaney's had a lot of really good looks today.
Yeah, she's done well to get down the right-hand alley, get her hands free. She's been trail checked on one, drew a free position on another. But these Tufts middies are really playing well.
Now into Smith. Oh, off the head of Elsa Smith. That's got to hurt. Picked up by Lawless. Not really. No, it was not picked up by Lawless. Picked up by Brooke McKenna. So say the referees. And And a bit of a rare misstep for the Jumbos there.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough ground ball there, contested.
Ananda Cow now on for the Jumbos. Elsa Smith subs off, and Haley Smith once again subs on. I think that's, I'm going to stop calling that because that seems to be a regular occurrence.
Yeah, it seems like Fahey is, in this game, only coming on for the offense. More of a men's style of substitution with the offensive defensive midfielders. Not something you see necessarily for every team. Good defense there by number 22.
Yeah,
Emma Tomlinson, the senior.
Now Haley Fahey scores! La Liberty, that was under her legs, and Fahey, she subs on and she scores for the Conn College Camels. Good ball movement there for Conn College, and 10-2.
That was a nice, strong, persistent dodge there. Ananda Kaur was playing really good defense. She had pretty good position on that one. But Fahey just kept working, kept driving up to get to her strong right hand, and was able to shoot it off of Ananda Kaur's hip. I think La Liberty didn't have the best look at that one.
Subbing off for the Camels is Amanda Williams, the sophomore attacking slash midfielder player from Reading, Mass. Is that Reading or Reading?
That's Reading, I believe.
God. I don't know. I feel like I go on a rant about the names of Massachusetts towns once every game, so I'm going to spare the listeners this time. But just name them right, you know? Have them pronounced the way that they sound.
Well, back to the draw control circle we are. Looks like it'll be picked up by Clark, number 4 for the Jumbos.
Yeah, Clark running with it now into Claire Wright.
Here comes Colette Smith switching out her stick.
Very quick from the Jumbos, and good save by Nids off her knee. Going to be picked up by number 10.
Oh, stolen
Abby
back.
Cronin.
What a great check by number 7, Briotti. Picked up by number 18.
Lawless has a good opportunity. She scores! Lawless sidearm right side, 11-2 Jumbos. With just 31 seconds to go, a really quick strike from the Jumbos. That's got to break the heart of the Camels as they had the ball on the turnover and then lost it.
Yeah, great work by Briotti there. Staying with the play. She knocked it out, went right into the stick of number 18, Claire Wright, I believe it was, the senior. And the Jumbos are able to convert off that to make it 11-2.
Yeah, Briotti's been doing a really good job of winning these initial face-offs. Excuse me, not Briotti. Colette Smith. Seems like they've sort of settled into her as the face-off player for the Jumbos.
Yeah, I think it's been Loomis in the draw control circle for Connecticut College. She held her own early on. But since Colette Smith has been taking them, it's been mostly Tufts wins.
And that's, I don't believe, going to be a Tufts win there. Picked up by Emily Yorns.
Yeah, this is a big possession for Connecticut College.
Oh, and they're going to say that that's a push out by Clark. So Yorns will keep possession.
I think if they can get something here, it gives them maybe a chance, a sliver of hope to get back into this game.
Well, they've got to go fast. There's 8 seconds left on the clock. They're not even past midfield, and that is going to be into Kelly Wolin. She's got a chance. 1 second to go, and off the face. Oh my goodness, off the face of Haley Fahey, and hopefully she is okay.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good feed. I don't think Fahey was expecting it. Looks like she's going to be okay. Getting up fine. Goggles off a little bit, but she'll put them back on. Not an especially hard pass.
Well, that is certainly an interesting way for the half to end, but what a dominant half it was for the Tufts Jumbos. They are on 11, up on the Connecticut College Camels, 11-2. Great stuff from a lot of different players. We've seen La Liberty barely get touched. The Jumbo D-line has been almost unfazed today. Violet Nids, of course, you got to credit with a great half, but we will see you at the outset. Go take a break, eat some lunch. Hopefully you're not eating lunch at 3 p.m. like I am, but if you are, do that, and we will see you at the end of halftime in 12 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of today's exhibition game versus the 2-0 number 3 Tufts University Jumbos and the 0-2 Connecticut College Camels. Once again, I'm Trevor Russo, joined by my partner Joe Schmidt. I think I actually forgot to introduce you, which, you know, that would be a shame if I wasn't able to introduce one of the best color commentators in the game. And if we're talking about best in the game, actually, we got to shout out this incredible Tufts defensive line today.
Yeah, they've been really solid in their one-on-one matchups. And before I forget, I also failed to mention that it is Trevor's 22nd birthday today.
Oh,
so happy birthday as we return to the draw control circle for the second half.
A lot of special things happening today. Senior day, my birthday, and right now maybe this opening possession of the half for the Jumbos as they rifle it around. Of course, Claire Wright going to start that second half after she started the first. Now Grzyszewski, a lot of traffic in front of that goal. Looked like 6 or 7 bodies in front.
Yeah, it looks like Connecticut College is back to more of a woman-to-woman defense. But here they are, quick to bring the double on Lawless again.
Now looks like a good opportunity for Delaney, and that goes in for her. Delaney scores again. Second goal of the day, and that is quick.
Yeah, that was a nice goal, created by some good ball movement. Catherine Lawless was able to draw a double team again before Delaney snuck around the side of the cage, buried it far pipe.
Well, it looked like Delaney was just completely unoccupied as she tried to go the left side of the pipe there. I think everyone went over to Lawless, and no one picked her up.
Yeah, a bit of confusion on the second or third slide. Somebody wasn't where they were supposed to be. Better communication needed.
Oh, I mean, communication is one of the things you extolled at the opening that Conn College needs to really work on, and looks like we're going to get the face-off here. Delaney, after scoring that opening goal, is going to get the face-off.
Yep, she'll be back on the draw control circle. We saw her start there in the first half. Here she is again against Loomis.
And the draw control goes to Anna Clark again. Good job by her. The Jumbos are going to take the pace, and it looks like she's going to try to take a shot at the goal. Good save by Nids, but picked up by Claire Wright, and that's in for Claire Wright. Second goal of the day. Nids blocked it. It wasn't enough. 13-2 Jumbos.
Yeah, 2 quick ones right off the draw control there. Nice job by Clark. Good face dodge. Got the shot away. A good save by Nids, but she gambled going off for the ground ball and paid for it as Wright picked it up first, got around and scored with their left hand.
Yeah, we've got a conference here in front of the net as just this Conn College defense just cannot get on the same page here. We talked about communication at the earlier in the game, and it's just man or zone. What can they do to stop Tufts right now? It's a deluge of points.
Yeah, I think they just need to, if they're going to play woman-to-woman, they need to focus, really concentrate on winning their matchups. They can't be letting players beat them like that.
Now at the draw, Maisie Loomis, Catherine Delaney. And is Anna Clark going to win her third faceoff? No, that's Ananda Cow. And down is Barbieri. Lawless popped out. Good check there.
Yeah, there's a nice job to knock down the pass.
Barbieri missing it. And that's going to be picked up again by Ananda Cow. Devastating for Barbieri. Now in, Claire Wright, score! Claire Wright back to back!
Good work again by number 25, Ananda Cow. She seems to be all over the middle of the field, scooping up every loose ball.
God, and the Jumbos are running free in the Camels back line right now.
Yes. Also notable for Tufts, we have a bit of a goalie change, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I was going to get to that. Looks like we've got Caroline Kaufman in for Molly LaLiberty. Oh, excuse me. My bad. Courtney Kaufman messed up the introduction as she is introduced to this game, the sophomore from Park City, Utah. Got some great powder over there. I don't know if you've ever been.
I never have, but Utah's a place where lacrosse has been growing recently. University of Utah recently introduced D1 men's program. And that's definitely not your traditional lacrosse hotbed, but it's really cool to see players from there all make it all the way out here to Tufts.
I definitely wouldn't call it a hotbed. It's definitely pretty cold up there. But we've got now Barbieri, and she's going to get a hard check again. She almost goes down. Barbieri's been under assault today. We talked about this a little bit. Hasn't played a lot so far. And she's going to step out, and they're going to give that possession to the Jumbos. No, excuse me. My bad. It stays Barbieri. They pushed out Barbieri.
Yeah, a little too physical from Ananda Cow. And now Connecticut College will finally get an offensive possession in the second half.
Good to see Barbieri has recovered, though. Have not seen a lot of Emily Games today. Maybe that could be because of that earlier injury. Never mind, she's actually on the left side, so I take that back.
Yeah, seems like they're willing to rest their seniors, their starters a little bit today.
Yeah, we did mention this is a non-conference game, and that's going to be a goal! Maisie Loomis, first of the day for her. Good quick strike. I don't think Courtney Kaufman was ready for that.
No, yeah, that was a good quick feed, not a long pass. Didn't spend any time in Loomis's stick at all. Really just catch finish on the quick stick. Off stick side for Kaufman. That's a tough first save to make in so tight. Hopefully she'll be able to get the next one.
Yeah, a bit of a slip there for this pristine Jumbo defense so far. 14-3, Tufts Con College, first for Loomis. So far on the season, the senior Loomis, the only player 6 feet or above on the pitch today.
Yeah, and no surprise to see her in the draw control circle with height like that. It can be a real advantage when the ball gets popped up in the air.
Yeah, that is actually Loomis's first goal of the season. So good for her to get on the board in her final year. Picked up by Ananda Cow, but eventually picked up by Haley Fahey. Of course, she took a really hard shot at that desperation heave at the end of the first half. Looks like it didn't do much to her, though. Still trying to get it out to Loomis.
It's a nice job by Fahey there, evading the trail check, holding onto the ball under a lot of pressure.
And now Yorns, stopped by Anna Clark, but in and wide was number 20, Alyssa Peets.
This offense is looking a little more promising for Connecticut College so far in the second half. They're moving the ball better, and their off-ball movement has been a lot better.
Yeah,
that's 2 good cuts in a row.
Jumbo's trying to switch around the 8-meter line.
Another good cut by Barbieri. I don't think Loomis saw her there.
Yeah, a lot of fighting there in front of the crease. But good for the Jumbos to tighten up. Only 30 seconds left on the possession clock here. Now Gianna Ferraro, we haven't called her name a lot today. Gets it. Good pushing by Clark. A lot of two-way playing here for the Jumbos.
Yeah, so far stout on this possession. Oh, there's a player down. I think that's Lehan.
7 seconds, 6, 5, and that is going to be eventually picked up by Kirsten Grzuski. And running with it, pursued by Elsa Smith. She's going to try to fire it into Claire Wright. Almost for Grzuski, had a golden opportunity there.
That's some really good hustle by number 11, Elsa Smith, the freshman for Connecticut College. She stuck with that play the whole way, despite being behind Grzuski, and was able to get back in and force a pass out.
So the Jumbos are going to try to reset here. Almost had a good scoring chance with Grzuski. Emily Games is back. I believe that's a sleeve on her left knee. I don't remember if that was there before. But now Clark going to try to take a shot, but they're going to call a foul here.
Yep. She does a nice job beating her defender, draws the shooting space on the double coming. That's something one has to be careful with when sliding in women's lacrosse. Not to get into the shooting space. Have to be within a stick's length before they can get between the player and the goal.
Free position for Clark, and she is going to score. Good job by Anna Clark on the free position. Tufts 4 of 6, and Tufts is up 15-3.
Yeah, the free position has been a real point of strength for this Tufts team so far this season. They're scoring at about 50% on it, and you can see why there. Just so quick to react off the whistle, able to cut in off the wing, score with the right hand.
Now, so far, it is 15-3. We did see the last time Joe and I were on this field, a Tufts record in goals for the men's team, 29 against Colby. And so far, right now, I believe the Jumbos are almost at the goal scoring that they had against Conn College last time these two teams met. And right now, they are only 6 goals away from making it on that leaderboard in terms of most goals in a game for the Jumbos. So we'll try to keep an eye on that. High scoring affair for the Bows today on senior day.
Yeah, and a couple of big goals coming from the senior, Claire Wright. She has a hat trick today.
She's had some really nice cuts. Now that's Emma Joyce, and that's her 3rd of the day! Emma Joyce just comes in and scores, it seems, whenever she's on the field. 16-3 Jumbos.
Yeah, we're seeing Tufts really get back to how they started the game with these great off-ball cuts, really good movement in general, and on time and on-point feeds. Those are easy goals.
I don't believe we have an assist. Yes, now we do. Assist credited to Colette Smith. That's her 3rd assist of the day.
Yeah, Colette Smith has played really well, especially taking the draw, contributing on the offense as well through these assists. But now we've got Walter out there taking the draw for Tufts.
Yeah, it seems like we had a rotation of Delaney, then Walter, then Smith on the draws, and Walter, is going to win that. Now we've got Caroline Sapier into Lawless. She's got a good shot opportunity, decides to pass out. And now Colette Smith trying to draw the goalie out. And I think the Jumbos will just be content to reset. Good not to force an impatient shot there.
Yeah, they did well to win that possession off the draw. Nice job by Walter over the taller Loomis.
A lot of the Jumbos' second line out here. Got Sapier, Wright, Joyce, Lawless. Good save by Nids. Almost in the goal. Could say it tickled the line there, but Violet Nids with a save.
Yeah, so far she's had Lawless's number this game.
Yeah, if we're talking about conversions, Lawless is 2 for 7 in terms of shots.
Yeah, a bit of a collision near the sideline right in front of us here. Looks like Connecticut College will get it back.
Yeah, we've seen a pretty physical game here today, Joe.
Yeah, as it tends to be. You know, at a high level of lacrosse, you expect this level of physicality.
Now Abigail Gleason-Feldman playing mid today. She's a bit of a versatile player, can play defense or mid. Actually, excuse me, she's playing defense. You know, that versatility got me crossed up. Now Yorns just passes it wide to almost no one, and that is going to be a turnover. Just puzzling by Yorns there.
Yeah, potential miscommunication. I don't know that they knew who that pass was intended for, and it just rolled out of bounds.
I think they were trying, Wolin was the closest in the area, but just, God, that's got to hurt for the Camels. Just a mind-blowing error, and there's another turnover into Emma Tomlinson. And now Tomlinson is clear to reset here. We're going to see the freshman Meg Hatton running it out here. And also Lindsay Erickson.
There's some really good work by Tufts to break the pressure of the ride. Tomlinson saw that the triple team was coming to her, rolled back well. They moved the ball around and are able to clear it.
Yeah, you like to see that poise from Meg Hatton. She's been really good in her freshman season. Now out to Smith, and she is tackled to the ground. We'll see what kind of foul they assess here.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be called on that contact, and she'll get a free position from the left hash. It's a pretty good position for her. I expect her to take it in and try to shoot.
44 of 6 today are the Jumbos on free positions. Colette Smith gonna pop it in and save by Nids right into her stick. And we're gonna call it dangerous trek there. Eventually going to be picked up almost by Tomlinson. And there we go with Lindsay Erickson. Just a quick turnover by the Camels.
Yeah, that's a nice first time grounder by Lindsay Erickson, just vacuuming it up.
Yeah, of course, the women with the shorter pocket, you have to be in awe of how they've been getting these ground balls.
Yeah,
Oh, looks like a good opportunity here for Colette Smith off the top of the pipe. Oh, no.
Yeah, with almost no one to beat, Smith puts it right over the head of Nids and onto the top of the crossbar.
Great save by the pipe, honestly.
Goalie's best friend, they say.
That is. Used to have this, back in Pee Wee hockey, we had this cardboard cutout of a goalie. And honestly, probably the MVP of the league. And, you know, inanimate objects proving the day there again.
Yeah, not to take away from Nids, who's played so well today.
Oh, a good save by Nids there. She's really got Lawless's number, 2 for 8 for the standout senior. And losing the ball there is Colette Smith. Nids is going to corral it. Going to see. We're going to see Conn College eventually corral this. And running it up is Barbieri. It looks like she's going to be pushed down, taking another hard fall.
Yeah, that's maybe the third or fourth time she tried to run down the right sideline, taking a hard cross check out of bounds.
Now Barbieri trying to evade Lawless, and it looks like she will. Yorns into Wolin. And now we're going to see Alyssa Peets check on. Barbieri is going to check off. Haley Fahey now with the ball. Loomis, good opportunity here. Nice checking there by Joyce, and that's going to force the turnover. Force the ground ball, I mean. Loomis going to pick it up again, though. Good hustle by her.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the defense by freshman Joyce. She does have a hat trick today, but she's also held her own on the defensive end.
On the sideline is Marietta Atkins. Don't know if she'll be checking in soon.
Yeah, only 5 left on the possession clock here for Connecticut College. They've got to get something going.
3, 2, 1, and they're not even going to get a shot off. I don't think they knew how much time is on the possession clock.
Yeah, it can be tough, especially when you're behind at X, because you have to look down to the opposite shot clock to see how much time remains.
So the Jumbos get the ball back here.
Yep, here's Tomlinson on the clear again. She's done a nice job so far.
12:50 to go in this game. Briotti into Smith, into Kirsten Grzuski, and that's a goal! Another nice cut. The Jumbos have been running that all day. 17-3 Tufts.
Yeah, the Jumbos actually had a woman advantage there because there was a little bit of confusion on the offsides. Minnie Stavis did not manage to get back over on defense. We heard a lot of yelling from the Connecticut College staff. And the Jumbos take full advantage, and now they've got another midfield line in to take the draw.
Conn College cannot be happy with the way this game is going now. We're going to see a new check-in. I believe that's Mary Grace Reynolds over on the right side. I believe that's the only new check-in so far. No, actually we've got number 16 for the Jumbos, Sasha Belek, the freshman defender from Redwood City, California. Mary Grace Reynolds from Glenview, Illinois. Going all around the country today for these Jumbos. Seems like they recruit well.
Yeah, they sure do. Tufts is traditionally a powerhouse of Division III lacrosse, both men's and women's.
And that face-off taken by another new face. That's Grace Frericks, freshman midfielder from Alexandria, Virginia.
Yeah, so we're going to get a redraw on this one because the ball did not travel above the players' heads. Or maybe shoulders it is. Either way, they're going to have to do it again because the ball must travel above head height on the draw.
And it's picked up there, the ground ball by Sammy Rosting. Now we're going to see Kate Mayjoy started this one for the Jumbos. Around pushed out is Mayjoy by Abby Cronin. Get some compliments from the bench.
Yeah, it looks like they might be back to a bit of a zone when the ball's behind the net.
And to Briotti, and that's a turnover there for the Jumbos, hustling to get back on defense, and they're going to throw it away. And that is a great hustle by Colette Smith to get the backup.
Yeah, I was just about to praise Abby Cronin for picking off that pass for Connecticut College. But just as I say that, under pressure, she throws it away. It's a tough one for Connecticut College, and they're going to have to play defense again.
Yeah, also in is Frericks. Now that's a pass in, and a good save by Nids on the shot by number 12, Sophia Antezina, the freshman midfielder from Miami, Florida.
Yeah, good to see the freshman coming in for Tufts. Antezana there, she really wound up and let that one rip, but high to high, stick side. That's probably not the shot placement we want to see there
And
on a right-handed goalie.
This is some great experience, you'd think, for the freshmen of the Jumbos to get experience against the main lines of the Connecticut College Camels. We're going to see Minnie Stavis check in now for the Camels. She's going to receive the pass. Looks like the Jumbo's playing a bit more zone here.
Yeah, we're seeing them not pressure the ball like they did in the first half.
Oh, pass into Haley Fahey, saved by Kaufman.
Yeah, looks like they'll get a foul, though, on the push against Fahey. And I think she'll get a free position.
So far today, only one free position shot for the Camels. 0 for 1 so far. She's got a good look on Kaufman here, though.
Yeah, it looks like she might opt to let it rip right off the whistle.
Would make sense. Kaufman saves it. Guessed correctly did Kaufman on that save from Fahey, or that shot from Fahey. Chucking it in now to number 29, Lucy Hodge, the attacking freshman. Hodge gonna get it into Frericks. Frericks, there's gonna be a whistle.
Yes, I think she drew the shooting space on that one after the pass. No one near her at first. Then they closed in, getting into the shooting space. That'll draw a free position, I think, on the center right hash. So this is a pretty good look for Frericks here.
Frericks, freshman midfielder, does not have a picture on the Tufts website, and she is going to make sure they give her one! Shot and score by Frericks! And it is 18-3 Tufts. 8:06 to go in this game. Man, that's going to feel good for Frericks. I believe we're going to check to see if that is her first goal of the season. And yes, it is. That is the first goal of Grace Frericks' career.
Always good to see. And that was a great pass by Kaufman on the outlet. Really just a bomb out to midfield to number 29. And they moved it quickly up. Tufts looked to strike in transition again, and they managed to.
Now, I believe this is going to be the first time we're not seeing Maisie Loomis take the draw. I believe that's Minnie Stavis instead. Facing off there against Grace Frericks, who just scored. Popping it up and winning it almost as Frericks. That's going to be Sammy Rothstein. She is really good at getting those draw controls. Frericks almost with a good opportunity. Loses the ball and picked up now by number 20. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. We almost got hit by the ball.
All right, Trevor. Let's hope you don't have a heart attack there.
Oh, my God.
But anyways, yeah, that was a nice draw control by Rothstein. She's really another one of these do-it-all middies for the Tufts team. And unfortunately, another turnover for Connecticut College.
Good stuff by Joe there to keep us cool, and good stuff here by the Tufts midfielder. Grace Frericks again with the cut. First she scores on the free position, then on the cut. The Jumbos cutting their way through this Connecticut College defense, 19-3.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen that one maybe 8 times today. Just a nice cut down the pipe. That's what they teach you to do. Cut right down the pipe, catch it in your outside hand, finish to the far side.
And it's just that communication, right, has just not been there for the Camels.
No, yeah. It's really important that if you lose your player on a cut, then you need to call it out. Make sure that someone picks them up. That just has not happened so far. Looks like we've got Loomis back at the draw control circle.
Yep, Grace Frericks, goals number 1 and 2 in her young career. Now facing off against Loomis after her brief exit from the draw control.
Yeah, one of the points of emphasis on the draw control this season is keeping the sticks parallel to the ground. We're seeing that not quite happen here. Looks like they're going to give it to
Frericks.
Interesting.
Good win for her against the veteran Loomis.
Yeah, referee pointed Connecticut College's way and then proceeded to give the ball to Tufts.
Maybe.
Can't really tell which way the error went, whether she pointed the wrong way or gave it to the wrong team, but let's hope it was the first.
Lucy Hodge, another freshman, almost an all-freshman attack line here for the Jumbos. Now into Antezima. She's going to fire. Good save by Nids off her left foot, yes.
Yeah, that was a nice feed by Rothstein there. Good turn and fire by Antezima.
And Lucy Hodge, good check on her by Barbieri, I believe.
Yeah, Barbieri's really been all over the field today. She's doing a lot of work, a lot of running, taking a lot of contact. I think she's played a really good game for the Connecticut College Camels.
Yeah, you got to respect her hustle today. Definitely been giving her all. And that's going to be a forced turnover. Actually, no. That is going to be picked up by Yorns after she lost it briefly. And now Barbieri, who we were talking about just a bit ago, is going to fire it in to start off this Connecticut College possession. Now into Alyssa Peets. Looks like we're seeing a new player for the Camels. That's Amanda Williams, the sophomore. I believe we saw her briefly a couple minutes ago. Now Fahey trying to receive that pass. Good check there to make sure she does not receive it. And I think Mayjoy is going to try to win it here. Is not able to.
Yeah, you know, even though it hasn't gone their way, and they haven't had very many possessions in the second half, I think Connecticut College has looked a lot better in the second half, offensively, than they did in the first. Really moving better off ball and creating more decent opportunities to score.
I would agree. Their defense has definitely been stouter. Maisie Loomis, shot saved by Kaufman.
Yeah, it looks like just a little too physical on the side of Rothstein.
A yellow card for Rothstein.
Or excuse me, rather, they're going to call that Loomis's stick followed through into Rothstein's head as she shot over her, which is going to draw an automatic yellow card due to the contact with the head.
And that's 2 minutes, I believe, right?
Yep, that'll be a 2 minutes releasable penalty since it's the first yellow card. That's a tough call for Loomis, who's battled hard all day. Really played a good game. But yeah, one has to be careful, cognizant of the safety of others.
Now Kaufman going to pass it right into Mayjoy, and she is going to have free run at the goal. Now going to pass it out to Briotti. Mayjoy, it would be nice to see her score on senior day. Has one shot so far, and that's going to be into Nids. Good by Nids to intercept the pass.
Yeah, that's an underrated skill for a lot of goalies, intercepting those passes that come from X. Rothstein was definitely wide open on the cut there, so she saved a certain goal.
Now Barbieri running her along the side. This has been dangerous for her, but she actually takes the left turn, beats Antezima. And now to set up the Camels offense here.
Another solid job by Barbieri. We saw her try to drive down the right side of this sideline several times, get pushed out of bounds, draw fouls. There she splits right to left, manages to clear the ball.
And now into Yorns. Good pass in, and that's going to be wide. That shot by Peets.
Yeah, Kaufman's played pretty well in goal, too, ever since La Liberty came out.
Yeah, she's seen more shots, definitely, than La Liberty did. And now Peets going to try to bring it, and good save by Kaufman. Oh, but she's out of position here. That's going to be an easy. Oh, never mind. The pipe blocked it. So one for Conn College and one for Tufts. Wow. Right off the right side of the pipe was that shot from Peets.
Yeah, that's just a tough one. It
now
happens.
Briotti into Colette Smith, and she scores.
Yeah, and that makes it even tougher.
The cut, that is just heartbreaking for the Camels. I know it's been long over by this point, but just you wanted to see that goal. Got Kaufman out of position, and instead it turns into a goal for Tufts.
Yeah, nearly a nice woman down goal there from, I think it was Wolin. But maybe one more step to increase the angle.
And that is going to release Loomis of her penalty, that yellow card she received.
Yeah, and let's see if they have her take the draw again.
Well,
It's been pretty much all her.
The clock is continuing to run. Of course, up a margin of 10 goals, they're always going to run that clock. And it looks like the Jumbos are going to try to take this draw and run this clock down to the end to a victory for them, moving to 3-0 on the season. And that is going to be won by Tufts. Rothstein going to take it down, 10 seconds to go. 8, 7. Lucy Hodge going to see if she can try to get a goal. Hodge going to run around, fire, and she loses the ball, but that is a win for the Tufts University Jumbos. They move to 3-0 on the season on senior day. Conn College drops to 0-3, still looking for that first NESCAC win. They probably wouldn't have gotten it here. And, you know, Tufts just dominant from the outset, scoring in the first minute, and they really never let up.
Yeah, quite the margin of victory. 17 goals here. I'd like to shout out Nids, Violet Nids, the freshman, who played really well, made 15 saves, let in 20 goals, but 15 saves is a great number to have made.
Yeah, she is going to be a good piece for this Camels team for a long time to come. It's just the firepower of Tufts was too much. Even with a cold day from Lawless, still 20 goals for the Tufts University Jumbos. We would like to first say if you enjoyed what you saw today, maybe you didn't enjoy what you saw today, still, it'd be really great to check us out. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Tufts JumboCast. We have our website, of course, Tufts JumboCast. Pretty much everything is Tufts JumboCast. Also on Instagram, we have a weekly podcast that comes out on Spotify. Can check that out there. And if you're looking to check out more women's lacrosse, next Saturday, Tufts University will play the Bates Bobcats at home. Bates, of course, has not played a single game this season due to COVID problems. And this Bates game, depending on how Bates does against the other two teams in the eastern side of the NESCAC, Conn College and Colby, because Tufts has a 2-0 advantage over the rest of the NESCAC, if Bates drops one game against Conn College or Colby, Tufts will automatically win the Eastern Division, which could nullify this game. We will check on the rest of the NESCAC scores, but Joe, if we're talking about D3 lacrosse, the fact that Middlebury, the 10-time champions of the NESCAC, are not playing this season due to COVID, that's got to look really good for Tufts' chances of winning the NESCAC championship.
Yeah, it sure has. Middlebury had the #1 ranking when the season began, given by the IWC-LCA. But due to the COVID concerns, Middlebury sports are not playing neither on the men's side nor women's side. And so fortunately for Tufts, but unfortunately for all of us lacrosse fans, we're not going to be able to see them. But it does definitely increase the Tufts women's chances in the NESCAC.
So we'll try to keep this short. If you're interested to see if the Jumbos will qualify to play in that NESCAC Conference Championship, be sure to check out the score of the Colby-Bates game tomorrow at 2:00 p.m. It's going to be hosted by Colby. Colby, of course, #9 in all of D3. If Bates loses that game tomorrow, Tufts will have clinched the East Division win, and they will be representing the East Division against the West Division, either one of Hamilton, Wesleyan, or Trinity. But, Joe, it's been a phenomenal game, phenomenal scoring output, incredible stuff from the Jumbos. Conn College still has a lot of work to do, clearly, but they played hard, and you can't discount that.
Yeah, pleasure working with you, Trevor.
Of course. We'll see if we'll be back for next week against Bates. We might not. Might be a different crew. But for our crew, of course, camera/director Jenny Liu and Henry Stahl. For my color commentary partner, Joe Schmidt, I'm Trevor Russo signing off. Thank you all for watching JumboCast. Be sure to tune in next week.